Welcome to the Moors Divine Treaty Signing Convention, honoring our heritage, preserving our legacy.
This is the International Treaty for Moroccan States Union.
This is a divine and national movement.
6 sovereign Moroccan nation-states union comes in divine sacred covenant under international treaty law. This divine union that we bear witness to today will echo for generations to come. Allodium Moroccan, Pretium Anti-Michigan, AMPAM. Super State Republic of Morocco, SKRU. Anu Manhattan, Pretium Anti-New York Ampany. New Al-Andalusia, Nam, Florida. Unami Buffalo Nation, Anti-Pennsylvania. ABNP. Pala National State, Plaus. Washington State.
This is not merely a ceremony, this is a return to the sacred circle, a relighting of the council fire. Today, before the nations, before the Creator, before the ancestors, we knew them, we reclaimed them, we restored them.
The ancient world of America, before the history books were chained in lies, there stood families of giants, black giants, tall as the trees, strong as the rivers, rooted in the power of kinship. The Washita giants, the Choctaw and Chickasaw giants, the Sioux and Iroquois giants. Every tribe lives by one law: family first. Fathers taught sons to guard the sacred earth. Mothers passed down the secrets of the stars. Children were raised to honor balance with creation. Their homes were not of bricks, but of love. Their bloodline not of weakness, but of power. Natural law was their household code. To protect, to nurture, to build. Universal law was their eternal bond. As above, so below. As within, so without. Though their bones still sweep in the mounds beneath our feet, their families live on in every black man, woman, and child across this land. They are the children of giants, the living families of a forgotten empire. And now, the family of giants rises again.
Now that we understand that this is not merely a ceremony, this is a return to the sacred circle, a lighting of a council. Fire, let the world bear witness, let the Moroccan Union States now stand united, the covenant is sealed again. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. These are the pillars we build upon. Let history record this day. Let every nation know the treaties live. Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1787. Treaty of Madrid. Treaty of Paris. Treaty of Greenville. Treaty of the Canandaigua. Act of Algeciras, and many others. These covenants were not just written on paper, but on the heart of our ancestors, and sealed in the blood, smoke, and song of the council fire. Today we kind of those ancient friends, we call those alliance back into the present hours. As they stood together, we stand together. As they mare covenant, we make covenant as a pass the fire to the next generation. So we pass it on. That's the nation may never again be divided.
Without delay, let this sacred covenant begin. Delivering the introduction, let's give a warm welcome to Sarah Jennifer Lynn L., Speaker of the House, Allodium Moroccan, Pretium, Michigan.
Welcome all to this sacred ceremony. This is E.L. Americanos Estados Morocco Major, multinational treaty signing convention between the following sovereign nation states: Allodium Moroccan, Pretium Anti-Michigan, Skarou State Republic of Morocco, North Carolina, Anu Manhattan, Pretium Anti-New York, New Al-Andalusia, Florida, Paul O. P. Ala, Nation State, Washington State, Unami Buffalo Nation, Anti-Pennsylvania, This convention shall begin with a prayer of gratitude and invocation by New Al Andalusia, Judge Kazi Wisdom Shield Islam.
Who walk before us with courage, wisdom, and unbreakable memory. I give reverent honor to the Most High, the divine source of all law, balance, and creation, that all present may know this covenant is not a man alone, but guided by spirit, sealed by lineage, and blessed by the heavens. We now call upon the ancestors, the spirit of the land, and the Creator Most High to bear witness up to this day. May the hands that sign be guided in truth. May the path forward be rooted in justice, respect, and peace among all nations present and all generations yet to come. Ashe, Amin, so mote it be, and so mote it be. Next, delivering the opening address, and Pam, head of state, Mia Morbey.
Greetings. I am Wazir Ares Milwaukee, Prime Minister of Cambodia, Moroccan Radio Montana. Honor the leaders, esteemed delegates, respectful elders, and members of the international community. Today, we stand at a crossroad of history. As sovereign nation, sacred people, we come together, not merely to sign a treaty, but to honor the legacy of those who came before us, and to light the path of those yet to come. With this act, we declare that we are strongly united and divine, and that the path to diplomacy, mutual respect, and sacred commitment is the only way forward. This treaty is more than ink on paper. It is a covenant of trust. This treaty is more than an alliance. It is the reflection of what is possible when nations choose cooperation over conflict and vision over division. It is with solemn purpose and great pride that we welcome the signing of this treaty between Cambodia, Moroccan Freedom, Ante, Michigan, Skaroo State Republic of Morocco, North Carolina, New Manhattan, Creative Ante, New York, New Al Andalusia, Florida, Paul Oak P. Allah, Nation State, Washington State, and Unami Buffalo Nation, Ante, Pennsylvania. This landmark agreement signs a new era, rooted in mutual recognition, peaceful coexistence, and a shared stewardship of the earth and its people. Let it be remembered that on this day, September the 17th, 2025, our sovereign state showed unity over separation, dialogue over discord, partnership over denomination, and the enduring power of our ancestors' alliance over all colonial claims. We gather today in the name of our nation, but in the name of our shared humanity, in the name of the spirit of our ancestors, and in the honor of the Most High, the source of law, light, and life. This treaty reflects the value we all hold sacred: love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Let this moment serve as a sacred reminder that true power lies not in comfort, but in connection. That peace is not weakness, but wisdom. That cooperation is the highest form of strength. Today, we seal more than a treaty. We seal the sacred relationship and the beginning of a living covenant that will echo across generations to come. Amen. So will it be, so will it be, so will it be. Next, noble ladies and gentlemen, the reading of the International Treaty of the Moroccan State Union by Umar Wazir San Foster Bay, Ampam Sayaraha, Jennifer Lynn L., and Paul Oak P. Allah, Nation State, Washington State, Prime Minister C. Simone
moment of silence. Let the world witness the reading of the International Treaty for the Moroccan States Union. This is a divine and international movement. Let history record this day. Let every nation know the treaty lives.
Every jewel carried a code. Every stair a warning. Time bent to their will. Spirits bowed. But something woke.
Welcome all to this sacred ceremony. This is the El Americanos Estados
Greetings. I am Sam Foster Bay, head of the state of Umao. The International Treaty for the Moroccan State Union Declaration of Unity and Independence. This treaty forms a unified alliance between newly declared Moroccan state governments of the Empire of Morocco. The signatories commit to mutual cooperation in resisting foreign capitulatory jurisdictions and advancing the decolonization of their respective trust territories in accordance with just congenes norms of international law and the principle enshrined in the Charter of the United Nations 1945. Reaffirmation of sovereignty. The indigenous Moors, descendant of former Moroccan subjects and proteges, have been involuntarily naturalized into foreign jurisdictions, hereby reclaim their inherent sovereignty. They reaffirm their allegiance to the laws and authority of the Moroccan Empire, pursuant to Article 15, Paragraph 1 of the Treaty of Madrid, 1880, which affirms the right of protection for the Moroccan nationals. Legal basis for statehood. While the Treaty of Montevideo, 1933, originated in the Americas, it provides internationally accepted criteria for statehood, including defined territories, permanent population, government, and capacity to enter relations with other states. The de jure Moroccan state governments meet these criteria and assert their legal personality and sovereign status under international law. Principle of governance. Inspired by the principles of order, peace, and prosperity, the signatories commit to restoring the triple principle articulated in the Act of Algeciras, 1906, sovereignty and independence, territorial integrity, and economic liberty and equality. Historical context and legal continuity. The Moroccan Universal Supreme Imperial Council, Music, Treaty Signing, Convention, page 5 of 15, the Treaty of Fez, 1912, signed under duress by Sultan Abd al-Hafid, established a French protectorate over the Moroccan Sharifan Empire. Their arrangement remained in effect until the Franco-Moroccan Joint Declaration of March 1956, which restored sovereignty to King Mohammed V over 162,120 square miles and a population of 7 million. However, this transition marked a shift from imperial sovereignty to a constitutional monarchy, with implications for the broader Moroccan Empire. Commitment to declaration and restoration. Having endured systematic erasure and disposition, the signatory states now unite to reclaim their allodial right and ancestral inheritance through matriarchal governance and structures. They shall enact legislation to restore revisionary estate interests to the Moroccan people, just sanguinis, heirs of the land. This treaty represents a collective commitment to the restoration of the Moroccan Empire, the protection of indigenous rights, and the advancements of lawful self-determination in accordance with international legal standards. Treaty for the Restoration of the Moroccan Empire Preamble. We, the indigenous Moors, just sanguinis, heirs to the Moroccan Empire, in order to promote peace, stability, and prosperity for our people, hereby enter into this treaty for the formation of a Moroccan state union, being nationals of Moroccan states and officers of the Sharifin Mazin. It is our aim to form an alliance that upholds the systematic principle of a matriarchal government structure and respect the sovereignty and independence of each signatory power. We are determined to work together to reestablish the Mazin government and restore council of court jurisdiction, reclaim our local estates, titles, and restore our great Moroccan empire. Second reader will be Jennifer Hunt.
Article 1. Definition. For purposes of this treaty. 1. Moroccan State Union shall mean a union between the Allodian Moroccan Cradle, Anti-Michigan, and the other provincial Moroccan state governments that have been established by state constitutions, public inauguration, has a permanent population, a defined territory, has the capacity to enter relations with other states, and have become parties to this treaty. 2. Contracting party shall refer to each signatory nation state that has signed or ratified this treaty in accordance with its provisional constitutional requirements. 3. Mazin is the governing institution in Morocco, consisting of royal notables, top-ranking military personnel, landowners, security service bosses, civil servants, and others. The Moroccan Universal Supreme Imperial Council Music Treaty Signing Convention will connect members of establishments. The term Mazin is also popularly used in Morocco as a word meaning state or government. Now, Article 2. Purpose of the treaty. The purpose of the treaty is to establish a framework for cooperation between Moroccan states, under which we can pursue our shared goal of creating a Sharifian government that respects individual autonomy and self-determination, reclaiming our local states, and restoring the Moroccan Empire to thus along the time. Article 3. Formation of the Union. 1. The contracting party agrees to form a Moroccan State Union, which will be governed by principles set forth herein and any additional agreements made among mutual consent as provided below. 2. The Moroccan State Union is hereby established as an independent extraordinary, comprising each contracting party. 3. Each contracting party shall retain a copy while joining with others in common causes toward mutual goals and interests as set forth herein. Article 4. Objectives of the Union. 1. All contracting parties to the Moroccan State Union agree to combine all efforts to accomplish the following. 2. Form an alliance that respects and upholds sovereignty and independence, integrity of domains, and economic liberty without any inequality of each self-governed Moroccan state territory. 3. Invoke and enforce all treaty rights. 4. Restore Mazin governmental structure and council of courts. 5. Restore matriarchal principles within the systemic fold of governance and family households and tribal units. 6. Decolonize and transform each non-self-governing trust territory into independent self-governing territories throughout the empire. 7. Make all reversionary claims regarding Moroccan estates and the ancestral hereditaments thereby both corporal and incorporeal in all jurisdictions and all engagements of foreign intercourse. 8. Seek collections of all taxes, reversionary interests, and forms of reparations established in all Moroccan treaty agreements, such as the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1786, and the General Act of Algeciras of 1906. 9. Eradicate all law merchant schemes that promote usufruct, usury, hypothecation, excheatment, and exploitation of Moroccan peoples, our lands, and our estates. 10. Eradicate the use of diminishing misnomers, angliges, and non de jure that allude to genocidal forms of denationalization of indigenous Moroccans, such as Black, Negro, Afro American, Moorish American, United States citizens, etc. 11. Reestablish ourselves amongst the affairs of men. 12. Reclaim our lives amongst the living. 13. Restore the sovereignty of Morocco within its historical boundaries. 14. Promote mutual understanding and cooperation between all signatories for their collective benefit. 15. Ensure protection of vulnerable populations, including women and children. 16. Encourage cooperation among all nations in times of both peace and war. 17. Any additional objectives agreed upon by consensus among all signatories at any point during the duration of this treaty. Article 5. Obligations of parties to this treaty. Each party agrees to abide by their respective laws governing international relations when engaging in activities related to this treaty. Furthermore, each signatory power agrees to take whatever steps necessary or desirable within their own jurisdictions towards achieving these objectives, including but not limited to promoting erudition on issues directly or indirectly affecting Morocco, facilitating access to resources necessary for economic development, developing cultural exchange programs aimed at understanding differences among cultures while also respecting those differences, providing legal assistance where appropriate, and providing support services such as health care, housing, etc. when available. Next, we will have the Wazir Al-Raez C. Simone Selkat Bey El Islam.
Article 6. Membership in the Union. 1. Each contracting party agrees to become a member of the Moroccan State Union upon signing, ratifying, and promulgating this treaty in accordance with the respective provisional requirements. 2. Any preliminary accessioning Moroccan nation-state is entitled to become a full member of the Moroccan State Union, provided they meet criteria established under Article 6 herein below. 3. Ratification or accession to this treaty according to their own internal procedures and notifying the United Nations Secretariat. 4. Recognition as an independent, self-governing Moroccan state within international law. 5. Acceptance and recognition by each current member who are signatories to this treaty. 6. Commitment towards achieving common goals outlined in Article 4. 7. Willingness and ability to contribute resources when necessary. 8. Respectful dialogue with other member nation states. 9. Maintenance and enforcement of non-aggression pacts. 10. Preservation and protection of human rights. 11. Refrain from interference in internal affairs of other member states. 12. Reinstate matriarchal governance principles, Sharifian legislation, and consular court jurisdiction throughout their respective territories. Article 7. Rights and obligations of parties to treaties. A.
Each party agrees 1. Not to interfere in matters relating to exclusively within another contracting party's official government without prior agreement from the state, unless such interference is necessary for security reasons. 2. Nor shall any party take action on behalf of another contracting party without its express permission. 3. Nor shall any contracting party take unilateral action outside their own borders which could adversely affect the interests of another party. B. Each party agrees to respect the sovereignty, dominions, territorial integrity, and political independence of all contracting parties to this treaty. C. The parties shall promote cooperation in economic, social, cultural, and educational matters, as well as in scientific research and technology development. They will also work together to ensure that the nation states have access to the highest possible quality of erudition and healthcare services. Article 8, Decision-making in the Union. All decisions of the Moroccan State Union shall be made by consensus or, if needed, by majority vote. Each signatory power shall have one vote regardless of its size or population unless otherwise agreed upon by mutual consent between the parties concerned. Article 9. Responsibilities of the de jure Moroccan State Union. The powers granted to member states by virtue of entering into this agreement include, but are not limited to, 1. Coordinating efforts related to security, defense, diplomacy, and internal relations. 2. Developing joint economic development initiatives among member states. 3. Facilitating communication and coordination between governments of member states. 4. Promoting cultural exchange among people from different backgrounds. Article 10. Dispute resolution. In case any dispute arises between two or more contracting parties concerning interpretation or implementation of this treaty, such disputes shall be settled amicably through negotiations between them with a view towards reaching an agreement satisfactory to all parties involved. Article 11. Amendments to the treaty. This treaty may be amended at any time by mutual consent among the signatory powers in accordance with their respective constitutional requirements. 2. Amendments to this treaty may be proposed by any contracting party and adopted by a majority vote of all parties. 3. All amendments shall enter into force upon ratification or accession according to the internal procedures of each contracting party. Article 12. Entry into force and termination of this treaty. This treaty shall enter into force upon signature and ratification by all signatory powers in accordance with their respective constitutional procedures. It shall remain in effect until terminated either 1. By unanimous agreement of all contracting parties, or 2. By voluntary withdrawal of any individual signatory power, provided that a written notice of intent to withdraw is submitted to all other parties and the Secretariat no less than 180 days or 6 months prior to the intended date of withdrawal. B. The withdrawing party must ratify the termination through its internal constitutional procedure and provide official documentation of such ratification. C. During the notice period, the withdrawing party shall continue to fulfill its obligations under this treaty unless otherwise agreed by the remaining parties. Article 13. Final provisions. 1. This treaty shall enter into force upon signing by all Moroccan states and remain in effect until mutually agreed, otherwise, or amended through proper procedure under the treaty's terms. 2. Any amendment to this treaty must be approved by all contracting parties and may take effect after ratification of such amendments has been received by each signatory power. 3. Each contracting party agrees that any disputes arising out of or relating directly or indirectly thereto shall be settled amicably by negotiation, mediation, arbitration, judicial proceedings outside of the jurisdiction of Moroccan state before taking recourse thereunder. 4. This treaty is not intended to create any rights enforceable at law, nor does it create a binding obligation on either party hereto, except as specifically set forth herein. 5. The language used in this treaty shall be interpreted according to its plain meaning and not strictly for or against either party. In witness whereof, the undersigned representatives have executed this treaty on behalf of the representative states and agree to abide by its terms and conditions now and forevermore.
Thank you. That completes the reading of the treaty. Now let's welcome the Speaker of the House of Ampany, Sarah Marilyn Bay, as she gracefully guides through each state through the sacred ceremony of signing and sealing this divine covenant.
By ancient call and sovereign name, we gather not for pride but claim a peace made true, a bond made right, a treaty sealed in sacred light. The pen is mightier than the sword. It speaks for those long ignored. From our hearts we voiced and vow. With pen in hand, we rise as one to heal this land. As each state is called, let each nation come forth in sovereignty to seal this covenant. Aloydium, Moroccan, Palladium, onto Michigan, come forth.
Islam. I am William Rael, Minister of Foreign Affairs, on behalf of AMPAM, the Aloydium, Moroccan, Palladium, onto Michigan. Our voice affirms the sovereignty and sacred unity of our blood, our lands, and our waters. On this great day, we, AMPAM, enter into this treaty with all good faith and intentions to combine our efforts in creating new standards and breaking generational curses. We vow to always let love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, along with honor, be the principles that guide us throughout this mission. May the flames of our heart be the light of our serenity. Islam.
Through State Republic of Morocco, onto North Carolina, come forth.
Greetings. I am Aziz Hano Bey, Prime Minister and Head of State for Skarou State Republic of Morocco. And through the international customary law, Uti Postadatus Juris, we have reclaimed the corporate colonial trust territory of North Carolina. We honor ancestral legacies through diplomacy and sovereign respect. We, the people of Skarou State Republic of Morocco, are not founding something new. We are restoring something ancient. Today marks a sacred moment in the history of nations with divine memory and legal right. The sovereign Moroccan states stand united to sign an international treaty for the Moroccan State Union. This is more than a treaty. It is a return, a reclamation, a resurrection. We return to the Magazine, our ancient seat of government. We reclaim a loyal dominion over our lands and estates. We resurrect the Moroccan Empire with full diplomatic, matriarchal, and consular authority. The world must know we did not disappear. We were dispossessed. Through lawful self-determination and treaty enforcement, we now repossess what was never lawfully ceded. Our unity today signals the end of colonial silence and the rise of a sovereign voice that shall not be ignored. This treaty is a legal sword and a spiritual shield. It affirms sovereignty is not granted, sovereignty is declared. And today, we declare it together. To the future generations, remember this day, September 10th, 2025. Remember who stood, remember who spoke, and remember who signed. Islam, Ashe, and thank you.
Anu, Manhattan, Palladium, onto New York, come forth.
Islam. I'm Yahshua Ankbe El, Wazir Al-Rais for Anu Palladium Ante, New York. We commit to peace and law, making this treaty a document of living honor. We, the Anu Manhattan Palladium Ante, New York, along with allodial Moroccan Palladium Ante Michigan, and other provisional nation states governments at the northwest Amexem of Morocco in order to form a more perfect union among us, hereby agree to enter into this treaty for the forming of the de jure Moroccan State Union. We fully claim all rights and inheritances that come with the pre-existing binding treaty contract of peace and friendship and is in full force and effect today. Everywhere where within this empire and everywhere where the soles of your foot shall touch is our land, and no one shall stand against us, for it is written, Islam.
New Al, Andalusia, Florida, come forth.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Assalamu alaikum. Peace unto you all. I am Yahya Abdul Rahim Bey, Wazir El Reyes, Prime Minister or Governor of New Al-Andalusia, the de jure government in the corporate jurisdiction commonly called the state of Florida. Our signature here today represents more than politics. It is culture. It is faith. It is continuity. May this treaty protect all that is sacred. As we put our hand and seal to this document, let us be reminded of its confirmation of words written long ago in the Holy Quran, Circle 7, Chapter 25, a holy covenant of the Asiatic nation. Ye are the children of one father, provided for by his care, and the breast of one mother have given you suck. Let the bonds of affection, therefore, unite thee with thy brothers, that peace and happiness may dwell in thy father's house. And when ye separate in the world, remember the relation that bindeth you to love and unity, and prefer not a stranger before thy own blood. If thy brother is in adversity, assist him. If thy sister is in trouble, forsake her not. So shall the fortunes of thy father contribute to the support of his whole race, and his care be continued to you all in your love to each other. Islam, Ashe, so mote it be.
Unami, Buffalo Nation, onto Pennsylvania, come forth.
Greetings. I am Dr. Yesharin Akasha El Rosebay, Minister of Foreign Affairs for the Moroccan State, Unami Buffalo Nation, Pennsylvania. Greetings. Our commitment is spiritual and eternal, honoring past and future generations. We, the representatives of Unami Buffalo Nation, standing as a sovereign body within the Moroccan State Union, affirming our unwavering commitment to the principles enshrined in this treaty for the restoration of the Moroccan Empire, with deep reverence for our ancestors and full recognition of our inherited rights as just sanguineous heirs to the Moroccan Empire. We join our fellow nation states in this sacred covenant. We do not do so merely as a political act, but as a spiritual and cultural restoration of our identity, our lands, and our lawful place among the nations of the earth. Let this treaty serve as a beacon of unity, justice, and renewal. May it guide our collective efforts to restore the dignity of our people, uphold the sovereignty of our territories, and enshrine peace, prosperity, and protection for future generations. We extend our hand in peace and solidarity to all signatories and to the global community abroad as we walk forward together in truth,
love, and lawful purpose, in honor and in unity and in sovereignty. Ashe. Peace and love.
Halot Pala, nation state, Washington state, come forth.
Peace, peace. Islam. I am Kunani Al Maresu El Hajib, which translates to Minister of Foreign Affairs for PLA nation state near Washington State territory. On this magnanimous day that will set a precedence for the future, I am proud to be a Moor, and I am honored to be an heir to the wealthiest continent on earth, the Americas. I know that this demonstration of unity will give the new Moors coming in with their eyes wide open a safe way to return back to their indigenous birthrights and to the Empire of Morocco. Love and light. Islam.
By the will of the Most High, the pen has prevailed, mightier than the sword, steadier than the storm. The treaty is signed, the covenant is sealed. Let peace be sacred again. And now we welcome Wisdom Shield El of New Al Andalusia nation state to share a closing statement of our commitment to peace and unity.
Islam and greetings. A shared path forward. Final commitment to peace and unity. As we conclude this historic ceremony, let us carry the full weight and power of this moment. What we have signed today is not an end, but a beautiful, most auspicious beginning. A new chapter in which our nation walks together in mutual respect, sacred remembrance, sovereignty, and unity. This treaty shall be the foundation upon which we build a future of peace, cooperation, prosperity for we and all our peoples. Let us honor this covenant with action, and let this accord stand as a lasting reminder of what becomes possible when we choose unity over division and shared destiny over separation. With all hands committed and all hearts aligned, this treaty now stands as a living agreement among sovereign nations. Let its words guide us. Let its spirit protect us. And may the unity it represents never be broken. We extend our deepest gratitude to all those living, all of our ancestors who labored in truth and vision to bring this moment to life. May this treaty be a beacon of hope, a pillar of sacred law, and a living testament to what we can achieve when we work together as one. Today, in the spirit of unity, we do not merely remember the treaties of the past. We rise to honor the spirit of connection between our peoples. This signing is not just a legal act. It is a celebration of our cultures, our traditions, our sacred histories. In the presence of our ancestors and with our eyes on the future, we affirm that peace is the true path to progress. Together we rise, not only in sovereignty, but in shared values, mutual respect, and lasting understanding. Let us carry this treaty with pride, and may its spirit guide us forward, united in purpose, united in hope, united as one. Ashe, Amin, Hamdallah. I give gratitude to the Most High God Allah. Islam.
Islam. Thank you, sister, for the closing statement. Now we will have a closing prayer by Unami Buffalo Nation Council General Yusuf Rahim El.
Is Islam. If all hearts and minds are clear, Ob Biladim in the Shaitan and Rajim. I seek refuge in Allah from the outcast Shaitan. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, the infinite, compassionate, and merciful. Alhamdulillah, Rabbilan Amin. Praise be to God, Lord of the worlds. O Allah, Lord of the heavens and earth, as we stand on our square of humility and gratitude as we come together to sign this Moroccan treaty in a spirit of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and mutual respect, Alhamdulillah for this agreement, enriched with sincerity, stability, and lasting benefits for all parties involved. Remove from our heart any enmity and replace it with understanding, compassion, and cooperation. Guide us to honor our commitments with integrity and make this moment towards in harmony and righteousness, pleasing to you. Long live the empire, inshallah, Ameen, Allah Akbar, Islam.
Islam, long live the empire.
For L, Jennifer Lynn L of AMPAM, Seharaha.